Welcome to the Great Plains Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/GPACAC. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Northern Arizona University.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Let me just get my screen shared. Alrighty. Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Lauren Rosales. I'm one of our admissions representatives at Northern Arizona University. My colleague Ashley is on with us today. She actually will be your admissions representative. We'll drop her contact information into the chat if you have any further questions. Northern Arizona University is located in Flagstaff. We are about 2 hours north of Phoenix in the largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest in the country at an elevation of 7,000 feet. So if you were thinking Arizona is just one hot desert, travel up to Flagstaff and you'll see that it's very different. We do get all 4 seasons of throughout the year, including about 100 inches of snow each year, but we do get about 250 days of sunshine. There are so many things to do in the city of Flagstaff. The size of the town is about 75,000, but we're within a 3-hour drive to 11 national parks and monuments. So lots of things to do on campus and in the community. We also have many art museums, restaurants, local shops to enjoy, cultural and historical sites. Now, one of the great ways to get involved on campus is by living on campus. We have 22 residence halls, 8 of them specific for first-year students. If you are living on campus your first year, which is not required, you will live around others in your same academic area. We also do offer gender-inclusive housing for students that are transgender, gender variant, or questioning students, because we want to make sure that you are in the living environment that is best for your success. We also have a lot of ways for you to get involved on campus. With over 400 different clubs and organizations, you can do a little bit of everything. We also do have departments that will sponsor larger events. One of my favorite events that we have on campus is our dive-in movies. So at our aquatic center on campus, we screen a movie on the wall of the aquatic center, throw a bunch of inner tubes in the pool, and it's a really fun way to spend a Friday night throughout the semester. We are an NCAA Division I school playing in the Big Sky Conference. So we play a lot of different competitive teams. And as an NAU student, you have access to all of the home games using your NAU ID. So you don't need to purchase any student tickets. Great way for you to show your lumberjack spirit. So as you are thinking about what you maybe want to study or what you're looking for in a university, NAU is a medium to large size university with about 21,000 undergraduate students. Our student to faculty ratio is 21:1. So we really want you to get to know your professors and they get to know you. Some of our popular programs include psychological sciences, business, engineering, forestry, nursing, dental hygiene, education. But we do have some unique programs as well. So we do have a great astronomy program since Flagstaff is the world's first international dark sky city. We also have accelerated master's programs, regular master's programs, and doctoral programs. And we see a lot of students involved in research. So you can definitely take what you're learning in the classroom and apply it to maybe research that a professor is doing, and maybe even be published before you have your undergraduate degree. We also want to make sure that you are well connected to various resources on campus to help with your success at the university. NAU recognizes that students are coming from different backgrounds and different experiences, and we have several different offices to help with your success. Our Office of Inclusion supports our historically underrepresented populations. They provide mentoring, counseling, and community engagement. We also are a Hispanic serving institution on our Flagstaff campus, which means 25% of our students identify as Hispanic. We do get students coming from all over the nation, and we have mentoring programs as well. Peer Jacks is a great one, especially as an out-of-state student, where you can connect with a mentor who's there to assist during your transition to the university. We also have great study abroad opportunities, and our career development office will help you find an internship or a campus job, or that job once you're ready to graduate. Now, for admissions into the university, we're looking at the 16 college preparatory classes or core classes. Many of these classes you are already completing through high school, but we're looking at just these classes. So our calculation of your GPA will be slightly different than what is on your transcript. If in these 16 core classes, you have a minimum 2.5 unweighted core GPA or above, you'll be considered for admissions. If you have a 3.0 unweighted core GPA or above, and you're on track to complete all 16 core classes, so you're not missing any of these classes, then you will be guaranteed admissions into the university. We are test score optional, and we have been for about a decade. So if you don't have good test scores, choose not to take the SAT or ACT, or you just don't want to report your scores, that's perfectly fine, and it will not negatively impact you for admissions or scholarships. So as a non-resident, we want you to consider your tuition as well as your cost to attend the university. So we do have a great worksheet on our website if you're curious about your specific costs coming as an out-of-state student from the Great Plains region. In addition, we do also offer merit-based scholarships once a student is admitted. So those 16 core classes we look at for admissions are the same ones we're looking at for scholarships. To be eligible, you need a minimum 3.0 unweighted core GPA or above. There's no separate application, no hard deadline to apply to receive one of these scholarships. But if you are eligible for one of these scholarships, you do need to accept your offer by May 1st. So you have lots of time as you are exploring your different college options. So looking at your next steps, our application for fall 2022 is open. We ask students to self-report their grades in the application, so it'll take about 20 to 30 minutes to complete. And then FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid, will open on October 1st. NAU's priority date is November 15th. If you are interested in the Honors College, there is a separate application which is open now. I highly recommend getting to campus and visiting. We do offer in-person campus tours Monday through Friday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. And then we do have some virtual options. So if you're not able to make it to Flagstaff, we have our virtual campus tour presentation, as well as our virtual tour on campus where you can kind of wander around. And then we do have self-guided tours. So if you're not able to get on campus for a guided tour, you can always do self-guided whenever you are in the area. But if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, my name is Lauren. I am based in Flagstaff along with your admissions representative, Ashley. So if you do make it to Flagstaff, let us know and we'll be happy to sit down with you while you are here on campus. So thank you so much, and I'll pass it off to the next college.
Thank you, Northern Arizona University. We'll now have University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday afternoon. My name is Allie Osterheis. I use the pronouns she, her, hers, and I am the admissions counselor at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, who specifically works with students coming from Kansas and Missouri, as well as other states in the Midwest that are not Minnesota. So let's jump into it and hear a little bit about what our Twin Cities campus has to offer for you potentially as a student, and a little bit of information about our admissions process and things you should be keeping on your radar as you are going through the college search process. So first, I'm going to start with just this picture you see right here, this welcome slide. This is a picture of our Minneapolis part of campus. So we are located in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we do have a piece of campus in both Minneapolis and St. Paul. What you're seeing here is a pretty traditional looking college campus. It's very self-contained, but if you look to the left-hand side of the picture, you'll see the downtown Minneapolis skyline. You can jump on the light rail train, which is the blue and yellow train you see coming right through campus in this picture, and get to downtown Minneapolis in about 7 to 10 minutes. And if you go the other direction, you can get to downtown St. Paul in about 25 to 30 minutes. You're also very well connected to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, as well as the Viking Stadium. So that's really great for concerts and football, as well as Mall of America. So lots of things to do really close to our campus. And we are a large institution. So we are a Tier 1 research university, and we have about 53,000 students overall. About 30,000 of those students will be undergraduates. So a couple things that you're likely considering as you are in your college search process are academics. Number one, does the school I'm looking at have the programs I'm interested in? Opportunities to grow outside of the classroom, the location, because ultimately, while you are choosing a school, you're also choosing a place to live for about 4+ years of your life. And all of that wraps up into your value of your undergraduate education. So we'll talk about all those things. First, academics. I describe our academic offerings as having both breadth and depth. What I mean by breadth is we are a large university. We've got lots of different opportunities. We have 150 majors and 135 undergraduate minors. Those are separated into 8 different freshman admitting colleges, which I will talk about in just a moment. We also have about 200 graduate and professional programs. We're the flagship university of the state of Minnesota. So we have basically all of the professional programs that you would be looking for, whether it is medical school, pharmacy, dentistry, veterinary sciences, or law school. All of it is really centralized within the Twin Cities. Despite our size, this is sometimes surprising to some, we have a really great student to faculty ratio, and about 80% of our classes will have fewer than 50 students. So we are really intentional about building community. And I actually attended the University of Minnesota. That was something that really struck me. I wanted a large university with lots of opportunities, but also wanted to feel like I was supported, that I was welcomed, and I had resources to be successful and thrive in my academics on campus. Another point I'd like to make is we are a land grant university. So we're a public university. That means that in the 1850s, the state of Minnesota gave the University of Minnesota a plot of land and said, okay, build a campus on this plot of land. Something that we are very keen on acknowledging all the time is the fact that this land was not the state of Minnesota's to give. Our campus resides on Native Dakota land, and we are very cognizant about the impact on the American Indian community. We're very committed to diversity, equity, inclusion work, broadly defined, and one module that all students complete upon coming to the university in their first year on campus is called the Gopher Equity Project. That really dives into who are you as a person, how do your identities intersect, and how are you showing up as a student on campus and in the surrounding community of the Twin Cities. Like I said, we have that breadth and also that depth in academics. So depth-wise, when you're applying to the university, you're actually applying to one of our 8 freshman admitting colleges. This will take our large university and start to shrink it from day one. Each one of these colleges has its own separate offerings in terms of majors, and they all have a required first-year experience for freshman students that will really build a sense of community and also expose students to the different options that they have in terms of career paths and areas of study. So I highly encourage you to check out all of our different majors in our different colleges. In terms of opportunities beyond the classroom, we've got a lot of student groups. We're at almost 1,000 currently. A really great tradition that we have on campus is called Paint the Bridge Day. So if you look at this little collage of pictures here, on the top right, you see a group of students painting a panel. This is actually on a bridge covering that goes from the East Bank to the West Bank side of the Mississippi River in our Minneapolis campus. And each student group has an opportunity to paint their own panel. So if you're ever bored on campus, it's super fun to walk across this bridge and just see the huge diversity of everything we have going on campus. We also have a very large learning abroad program, one of the largest in the country, and housing is never required for students on campus, but we highly encourage first-year students to live on campus, and about 90% of incoming freshmen will do so. So we have a really vibrant campus community. Beyond just the opportunities in our campus life, we are part of the Big Ten Conference, so that's something to highlight as well. If you like football, basketball, hockey, volleyball, soccer, any host of sports, you're going to find Gopher fans who are excited about those sports as well. So we have a lot of fun with that and have a really great culture around that too. Beyond just campus though, something that really sticks out to me is our Minneapolis-St. Paul location. You have the benefit not only of one large metropolitan area, but two that are right next to each other. This means a lot in terms of fun things to do beyond campus. We've got a lot of green space and we're a very bike-friendly city. We're also the land of 10,000 lakes. So if you like lakes and you like getting outside and enjoying the nice Minnesota weather all 4 seasons, even when it's cold, people are going to be outside and active. This also means a lot for your career, whether it's volunteering, interning with companies. We have 16 Fortune 500 companies located in the Twin Cities area. So lots of opportunities beyond the classroom as well. Talking about our admissions process, I'm going to slide to the end here. Something to know is our application is currently open. We have 3 deadlines, November 1st, December 1st, and January 1st. And our application form is on the Common App as well as our own website. It's called the Golden Gopher application. We use a self-reported academic record as well. So you'll enter in your grades and coursework online. And we are test optional for this year's applicants for fall 2022. Our application also puts you into automatic consideration for scholarships. If you would like to know more about these things or anything else you're wondering about regarding the University of Minnesota, I would love to be your point of contact, and I'm really excited to work with you. Thank you so much, and I'll pass it to the next university.
Thank you so much. University of Minnesota Twin Cities will now have the University of Central Missouri.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get my screen ready for you all. And get into there. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so welcome to the University of Central Missouri. This is what you all will see if you are a visitor on our campus at any time throughout the year. We do have free campus visits. UCM is located within Warrensburg, Missouri. So it is a smaller college town that is close to the Kansas City metropolitan area in Missouri. So here's a little bit about our staff if you guys were ever to come visit. If you are working with any of us at any time, these are our transfer coordinators. We do accept transfer credits. Some fast facts about our school. We were founded in 1871. Our student population is about 10,000 students. We're a mid-sized campus. Most of our faculty hold a doctorate degree or a terminal degree. Within UCM, it's only going to be professors teaching in class, never a teacher's assistant. And we do have small class sizes for how big of a university we are. So the student to teacher ratio is 16:1. We also have 17 different collegiate athletic teams. Most of our students are first generation Pell eligible or from an underrepresented group. And our students comprise about 47 states that we all come from. So about 47 states and then 32 different countries, and the overall job placement rate is about 95%. So I'll move on to some of the reasons why most students end up choosing UCM. We have over 150 different majors. So they're comprised between 4 different colleges. So we have the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. So some of the more unique programs within there would be our theater and technical performance, musical theater, psychology, digital media production. Political science is also very popular, international studies, about 89% first destination rate with those. With all our programs, it's learning to a greater degree is our motto. So we take a lot of our learning outside the classroom. Within our next college, the College of Education, we actually have 13 different concentration areas between our majors for education. So everything from special education, physical education, elementary education, and then a bunch of concentrations that you're able to do with that. Fun fact about our College of Education is more than 75% of our alumni are teachers within Missouri school districts. So chances are you're going to come across some of our alumni within the education field, especially in the state of Missouri. And then within our Harmon College of Business and Professional Studies, our third college that we encompass, some of our more unique majors are going to be our aviation majors. So we have a fleet of 23 airplanes at our own student-run airport. We also have a really encompassing business degree. So we have a Forbes Center with 12 Bloomberg terminals. So that's a lot of that outside the classroom learning experience. And then we also have the speech, language, and pathology program. So you gain clinical experience during your junior and senior year within that program. And then last but not least, we have the College of Health Science and Technology. So within that program, we have a lot of different areas, but especially within the computer science, there's about 6 different concentration areas, including game development. Cybersecurity is one of only 3 ABET accredited programs in Missouri. Our nursing program also has a state-of-the-art nursing simulation lab, and we have an agriculture program with 2 working farms. I'll skip over some of this stuff here, but another reason why students end up choosing UCM is because of our campus. So we have 14 different residence halls and 14 different dining opportunities. All the residence halls are going to be the same in terms of their size, dimensions, furniture within them. To get anywhere on campus, it's only about a 10-minute walk. Within our housing, we also have special housing interest programs, so you're able to live on the same floor as other majors or people who are into the same interests as you are. We also have on-campus apartments as well, if you are wanting to live on campus as a non-traditional student or upperclassman student. Within our student organizations, there are over 200, but it's everything from academic to departmental, all the way to special interests, and we do have a really robust group life as well. We are one of the only schools in Missouri that started out with a centralized advising. So what that means is you're going to get support every stage of your university experience with UCM. So that's free tutoring in all of our general education classes. That's free career counseling, free mental health services, academic support with your faculty within your programs, and then the Success Advising Center as well. Most importantly, whenever you guys are choosing a college, I'm going to skip over this video because I'm going to end up talking about this anyway. We are very affordable. So the in-state cost of attending UCM per year is only around $19,000. So tuition and general fees, textbooks, residence hall, meal plans. So all of this encompasses about $19,000 per year. I'll tell you, most students end up paying significantly less than that. So that is without any scholarships. But this is a nice little chart of how we compare nationally. In terms of our automatic scholarships, it goes all the way up to $4,500, but we do have a test optional admissions scholarship available. So if you're coming into UCM with a 2.75 GPA or higher, you don't need to submit your ACT or SAT score. And then you'll automatically get a $1,000 scholarship. And these scholarships are renewable for every single year. So you would get that every single year you're at UCM. Going into some of our other scholarship opportunities, we have an A+ recognition scholarship for any of those Missouri students. We also have a lot of out-of-state scholarships. So most students end up getting some sort of out-of-state tuition grant. And then we also have dual credit scholarships. So any student, if you're wanting to take any dual credit through UCM, you'll get a $1,000 per year scholarship. I'm going to get into just the community. Warrensburg is within a college town population. So it's a really natural area, about an hour away from Kansas City, maybe 45 minutes. And then the steps to apply, so I don't run out of time. Just submit an application. Our application is completely free until December 1st. Send in those high school transcripts, file your FAFSA. You don't have to write any sort of letters about why you want to attend or anything like that. It's a super easy application process. So if you guys have any additional questions, I will put my information into the chat. But that is all I have for this presentation. So thank you all for listening to that.
Thank you, University of Central Missouri. We'll now have the University of Tampa join us.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm excited to share a bit about the University of Tampa. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. All right, so here's my contact. I'm one of the admissions counselors at the University of Tampa. I do work primarily with transfer students that are coming from out of the state of Florida, but I used to work with freshman applicants as well, so I'm very well versed if you have any questions about either process. Here's a picture of one of our main buildings on campus with the, you can see the downtown Tampa that's located directly behind. UT is located right in the heart of downtown. However, our campus is completely sectioned off. So you'll never have to walk through any busy roads to get to class. And it is very safe. And that being said, it is a 5-minute walk to get right into the heart. So this is also great for internship opportunities for our students. We're located about 30 minutes from the Gulf Coast beaches, which is also awesome for our students to take advantage of for anyone who's interested in marine biology or environmental science. But also just a great space to study and have fun as well. All right. So a little bit more about UT. We are a medium-sized school with just under 10,000 students, including our graduate studies. So this is really nice with our average class size being pretty small. You will get to know your professors very well. We are a very diverse school representing all 50 states. About 20% of our students are coming from in the state of Florida and 70% from the rest of the US, 10% of international students. So we represent over 130 countries. This makes a unique opportunity because you can meet someone from your own hometown or own home state, but you can also meet friends from around the country and around the world. We are part of the Division II Sunshine State Conference in Florida. So if you're interested in playing, it's something that many of our students partake in, and you can fill out a recruitment form on our website that will get sent directly to the coach. We are a private university, so our tuition is the same if you're coming from in or out of the state of Florida. We're also independent, so we don't have any political or religious affiliation. We do like to say that we have the best of both worlds and with that urban campus feel, because you can find that park-like atmosphere right on campus, but you can also find that quick walk right into the heart of downtown. Our average class size is 22 students, with our faculty to student ratio being 1:17. So your professors really will get to know you very well. They'll be there for internship references and job references. And 90% of our faculty have their PhD or terminal degree. UT does not utilize any TAs, so you'll always learn from a professor, never another student. We do offer over 200 areas of study. So if you're coming in undecided or if you have an idea, it's really easy to find your way at UT. Each student has an academic advisor that works with them throughout their whole time at UT to make sure that they're on track to graduate and that they're taking all of the courses that they're interested in taking, along with everything that's relevant to their major. We were last year and this previous year, I do need to update that, ranked #1 campus in Florida. So definitely come and check us out for some on-campus visits as well. We like to provide hands-on learning on our campus for our students, and here are a few examples. We do have a mock hospital on campus with simulated mannequins for our nursing students. We also have a financial trading center, which is a place where you get to learn how to trade real money in real time on the stock market with a grant funded through UT. We also have a cybersecurity lab and a pitch room, which is set up like Shark Tank. You'll pitch to local and domestic investors if you're interested in entrepreneurship, so you can get ideas and funding towards what your invention is. We do have a fabrication lab, which is one of 7 on a university's campus in the US. So that's also something to take advantage of. And being that we are located in Tampa Bay, we do have access to the water for marine biology and environmental science. So this marine field station is located 10 minutes from campus, and we provide transportation with 4 vessels there. So you can get right onto the boat and collect samples, get that hands-on learning. We have over 250 student organizations to be involved with, and there really is something for everyone. And we also encourage our students to start new clubs whenever they feel a new passion. There are opportunities for study abroad as well. We have our traditional study abroad where you can go for a year long or a semester long to a different country. We also have travel courses. So you'll take those courses at UT and then you'll travel to those regions and really immerse yourself in the culture for 2 to 3 weeks after the course is complete. And we also offer the semester at sea. So you'll get onto a cruise ship, you'll take all of your courses there, and then you'll dock at 7 to 8 ports throughout the semester. So that way you can see the world too. Getting into some of those application deadlines, I will say that it's always important to apply early, especially if you're really passionate about going somewhere, whether that be UT or another university if they offer that. So we offer 2 early action deadlines, which are November 15th and January 15th. So if you apply by one of those deadlines, you will be notified by the deadlines that are listed on the slide. We do have regular decision as well as rolling admissions. And we are a non-binding university. So if you apply and you're accepted, you are not required to attend. It's completely up to you. When you go to apply for our freshman applicants, we require your official high school transcripts, a personal essay, and a letter of recommendation. We are currently going test optional until the spring of 2023. So it will not harm you if you choose not to send that in. It's completely up to you. For any transfer applicants, it's a very easy process to transfer in. We really just need your official transcripts and the application itself. We accept the Common app, the UT app, and the Coalition app. So any 3 you can apply with, and they are all weighted the same. Along with that, when you go to apply for UT, we do offer merit-based scholarships, and there's no separate application required, which is really awesome. And I'll share my contact information once more, so feel free to reach out to me directly or to admissions@ut.edu, and we look forward to speaking about the admissions process further. Thank you.
Thank you, University of Tampa. We'll have our last college, the University of St. Mary.
Hi, I'm Jordan Waymaster from the University of St. Mary. We are located here in Leavenworth, Kansas. I'm actually just in my driveway right now. It's actually really, really peaceful out here. So quick few things about us. I do not have all the fancy slides and everything ready, but our faculty to staff ratio is 11-to-1. We are a private Catholic university, but you don't have to be Catholic to come here. That means we respect all faiths and all walks of life here on campus. Our core values are community justice, excellence, and respect. So you are actually ingrained in those values as you're going through campus, as you're going through life here. We do require our freshmen and sophomores to live on campus. So it is required that you do live on campus, but that also kind of helps you get that good community aspect as well. So as you're going through campus, you're expecting private Catholic to be 50 so students. We are actually around 1,300, which is insane for being just in the little town we are. About 80,000 people strong is Leavenworth. The really cool thing is that we are actually about half an hour away from Kansas City, about 10 minutes away from one of the biggest amphitheaters in Kansas, Providence Amphitheater. It's right down the way, and we have huge acts going on as well. So it's not like you're out in the middle of Kansas and you have no idea what to do. There's always big acts coming in Kansas City. There's always big acts coming into Providence Amphitheater, and there's always something to do in Leavenworth as well. It is a vibrant little town, so it is definitely a great choice for such if you're looking for a little bit smaller university where you don't have to text your professor all the way across the lecture hall and try to hopefully get the right answer. So like I said, our student faculty ratio is 11-to-1, which means you are on a first name basis with everybody from your professor to the president of the university. Sister Diane Steele of the Sisters of Charity that run the University of St. Mary is a very personable president. A lot of students look at a private Catholic and go, oh no, they have nuns with rulers and books running around campus. So, no, they're very, very nice ladies on campus. I was even a little scared when I first came on campus. But no, the more you get into campus, the more you actually get to have a great community with those teachers and the sisters. So on a little bit more of a financial note, 99% of the students receive some sort of financial aid here at the University of St. Mary, which means your GPA is actually the only thing that gives us where we're going to be on our scholarship tiers. So we go all the way from $13,000 to $17,000 a year is our top scholarship that you can get. And that, like I said, that is based on your GPA. We do require a 2.5 to get in, but our highest GPA scholarship is at a 3.5 for that's $17,000 a year. Now, after that, all of our athletes will get something as well. We have a 70 to 80% athlete population at the University of St. Mary. So every single athlete is on scholarship, and every single athlete through the NAIA, since we're small, plays. So that big field behind me is always stacked with students and always has something going on because we have 26 athletic programs on campus going on all at once. Anything from esports to men's, women's lacrosse, to wrestling, to swimming. Mentioned swimming. That is actually one of the biggest things on our teams, but it's actually one of the coolest things too, because we have just renovated our swimming pool into a cadaver lab, or a donor lab, as we call it, since we are honoring the donors that have given their bodies to science. Now, with that donor lab, we have actually been able to give students a hands-on experience with having a smaller school experience as well. We're one of the only small private Catholic colleges in Kansas that has this opportunity for our students. So you're not just practicing with a hopeful body. You are practicing with a real human who has donated the body to science so that you can have a real hands-on education. So that is something that we're really proud of, as well as all of our athletics and our students as well. Now, our acceptance rate varies because we do have open acceptance for anybody that has a 2.5 and above. So if you're looking at, am I going to get in or not? Just give us your transcript. You can always shoot me your transcript at jordan.waymaster@stmary.edu. And you can always call our office as well. Our nice ladies will direct you right to me or my coworker, Drew. That's pretty much everything from me. I will open it to any questions.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, University of St. Mary. I'd like to invite everyone now to turn on their videos. We'll have a quick question and answer section. And we will start off with Northern Arizona University. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
That is a great question. And I will share the advice that someone once told me, and I'm sure my colleagues would agree with this, is visit campus. I was an out-of-state student. I attended Northern Arizona University. I'm originally from Washington State. I had a list of the schools that I thought were my top choices. And I went to visit a campus that was not NAU and realized it was not the right fit for me. So everything looked great on paper, but actually getting to campus was a different experience. So as you are exploring in and out of state options, if you have the opportunity to visit, you want to make sure that that's a great fit, because a lot of schools will offer similar programs, lots of activities, but you want to make sure that you can be successful at that institution.
Thank you. University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I would say, like I alluded to in my presentation, the fact that we are very intentional about how we create community on campus. From the day you walk on campus, you are a member of a specific college. You're never a general University of Minnesota student. So I think that's really comforting to a lot of students who may be interested in a very large school, because we are one of the larger schools in the country, but also don't want to feel like a number on campus. Literally no one wants to feel like that. So each college is equipped with that first year program that I mentioned, their own career advising center, and their own staff of faculty who's really committed to and passionate about building a sense of community and making sure that students feel welcomed and, you know, proud and at home in their college on campus.
Awesome. University of Central Missouri. What is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
I would say the expense of it. So a lot of students are very turned off on applying to multiple colleges, going out and visiting multiple colleges. and even the process of researching different majors and what's out there for them, applying to scholarships. A lot of those things are, for example, visiting most colleges, especially with UCMs, it's completely free to do. Most scholarships, absolutely free to apply to those, and that's a way to get more money. Just a lot of the whole college process, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. So I would say definitely do that research in the beginning, because it can definitely pay off financially.
Nice. University of Tampa, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
I would say one thing that I learned from my own experience is that it's important to have internships, and that they'll be able to help you find those so you're not completely on your own. So when you are looking at schools, I would say asking those questions about what resources they have for internships and what kind of internship opportunities they provide. That's one thing that will be really important when you do graduate, so you can have that experience in your back pocket. So just something to kind of think ahead to. I would encourage you to kind of ask those questions when you visit schools or meet with counselors.
Thank you. And then University of St. Mary, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I want students to remember their experience here, because a lot of students, they're scared when they come to a smaller school. Oh no, will I ever fit in? Will I find my tribe here? You will. Our campus community is open to everybody. It is an amazing place, and I love to see the transformation of all students as they come through campus and as they finally discover themselves and what they really want to do in life at the same time. That's why I loved going to a small school. When I was at my alma mater, we were a small Christian university as well. So that gives you the great opportunity to discover what you want to do, as well as grow in your own personal life. You're not worried about, oh my gosh, I have to find parking for this 50,000 person football game. You're able to find your family, your community, and what you really want to do in life, because your advisor is there with you. Your advisor is to help you. And just being able to talk to them, just being able to say, hey, or stop in the hallway and say, hey, I'm really not getting this, or I really wish I could do more with with what I'm doing right now. Do you have any ideas? They'll be honest with you, and they will give you the tools and the knowledge that they have that will actually help you propel yourself into whatever you want to do. It's an amazing opportunity, so don't waste any second of it.
I think you're muted.
I am muted, sorry. So thank you, and thank you all for joining us today. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you have. And you will be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings, at strivescan.com/GPACAC. Thank you so much, and you all have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Do the same.
Thanks.